O'Reilly Series. Corey Day, he qualified 14th today and feels good about the speed that they unloaded with. And in talking to his crew chief, Adam Wall, he told me this is the same setup they used with Kyle Larson 1 year ago in that dominant win performance. Now, this specific setup is one that gives Corey the maneuverability needed to be able to go to the top and the bottom throughout a run. That is their main focus that they try to maintain in their setup for Bristol, especially for someone like Corey Day, who comes from that open wheel sprint car background where he is used to finding multiple lines. And one interesting note that Adam also told me is he said they are hoping that the speed is done
we're all
green
good.
today so they can catch up to lap traffic and show just how much better they are in that situation than the rest of the field. All right, thanks, Heather. I think we're seeing a little more personality out of Corey Day. Maybe he's a little bit more relaxed for the race tonight. All right, let's go ahead and get to our race picks. And Jamie, I believe you get to pick first this week.
All right, well, I don't think it'll be a runaway, but it's hard to get to go first, not to take Kyle Larson. He said he had a little bit of work to do, but I think he will get it.
All right, what is going on, everybody? This is Chase fan number 9 here. Welcome to another live stream. Today, the NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series takes on Bristol Motor Speedway in the Suburban Propane 300. This race is 300 laps. I don't know how long it is in terms of miles, but stages 1 and 2 are both 85 laps in length, and the final stage is 130 laps. I hope this race won't be too crazy, even though, well, it's Bristol, so expect this race to get a little chaotic. But I don't want it to get too chaotic to the point where it's unwatchable, but it is what it is. William Sawalich is on the pole. He's got momentum coming into this week, knowing that he scored his first win last week at Rockingham. Sheldon Creed second. The only two Cup guys in this field are Kyle Larson and Connor Zilish. That's it in terms of the Cup guys are concerned. That's pretty much it. Get this out of the way. Raja Kruth unfortunately didn't make a qualifying lap, so as a result, he's starting at dead last. Oh well, it is what it is. Well, he's pretty much riding shotgun on the field. Kyle Larson starts third. That's Brandon Jones, Sam Mayer, Taylor Gray, Justin Allgaier, Carson Kvapil, Parker Retzloff, and Brendan Poole with some both with great qualifying efforts. It's not every day you see this out of both of them. Well, out of all of them, Parker Retzloff, man, as of late, his qualifying efforts have been paying off. I mean, he's gotten top 10s in 2 of them, I think, at Phoenix and last week. So that's saying something. Justin Allgaier and Kyle Larson are the only 2 former winners in this field. Keep an eye too on Corey Day, especially after last week. He's definitely got momentum going into this week. That's for sure, or into tonight, I should say. Usually this race is ran in like the daytime and like the afternoon, early to mid afternoon, but I'm kind of surprised that they're running it in the evening and into the night after the sun goes down. Usually that will happen in the fall, but honestly, I don't mind this race being in the fall. I was not able to watch this race last year because I was attending a Rail Fest event, but things have changed this time around. So yeah. Also, there's one thing I want to get out of the way. So yesterday I was supposed to watch the truck race, but for some reason the internet was acting up yesterday, and I was so pissed off yesterday. I don't know what's been going on, but every once in a while the internet in my house would start tripping every once in a while, and it was like that all day, and I couldn't stream, so decided not to watch the race. But from what I've seen, the truck race last night was chaotic, that's for sure. There were 7 Cup guys, and I was surprised that out of all of them, Christopher Bell had the speed. to win last night. Corey Heim had the chance to win the Dash for Cash altogether, but yeah, contact from Christian Eckes took him, Caden Honeycutt, and Lane Riggs out. So it is what it is. I mean, I'm all for I don't mind Hallmark Friesen Racing, but I don't like the fact that they're using a Cup guy to score the win for them. So it is what it is. Anyways, hello Alan, hello Trackside Alan, hello Jay the Rail Fanner, welcome to the live stream. Um, so um, so yeah, my schedule this week has been kind of up and down because over for those who aren't aware or haven't seen any posts lately. I mean, I know I don't make a lot of them, but this past Thursday, Union Pacific's large steam locomotive called the Big Boy came into California on this past Wednesday and Thursday. But Thursday, I was able to catch it coming into Roseville. I caught it up in Lincoln, and then yesterday and today, the train was put on public display for everyone to get pictures of. And tomorrow they're gonna depart. They're gonna leave Roseville tomorrow around 9:30. They're supposed to go up Donner Pass tomorrow, but there's been concern about the weather, saying it's gonna rain and snow. So, out of an abundance of caution, they're literally going to send it back the way it came up the Valley Sub and through up the Feather River route. I mean, I don't know what's any different because they're both routes go through the mountain anyway, but I don't know, but it's the UP's choice. But I'll give them credit. They learned their lesson from last time when they had that tree stop them for a few hours back in 2024. So yeah. Yeah, speaking of weather, the weather in my area, it's been quite something, that's for sure. We've had rain, thunder, lightning, hail, and chances of tornadoes. There hasn't been any confirmed sightings, but the weather was strong enough to produce. It reached the tornado producing level, that's for sure. So, yeah. Anyways, continue video the changes. Oh, okay, nice. I'll give them a look when the chance comes. Yeah, look, I'm just gonna come out on a limb and say that lately I haven't been keeping up with what my followers been uploading. I've just been busy with work and I've been focusing on wanting to catch the big boy and all that. So yeah, so I haven't been able to. I'll admit I haven't been able to catch up on you guys' videos and what you guys uploaded. But that doesn't mean I'm not gonna watch them though. I'm gonna give them a watch when I have the energy. And lately I've just been so tired. So yeah. Anyways, oh yeah, the O'Reilly Auto Parts series is doing the Dash for Cash. So William Sawalich, Brandon Jones, Justin Allgaier, and Raja Karuth are the participants. I guess whoever's the highest finisher wins the money. It's kind of like the championship four, basically.
Unfortunately, played with mechanical issues during practice. They had to change a right rear axle, so they were unable to qualify. However, Raja still optimistic in this race. He said what he learned in the truck series from having to come from the back to the front in shorter stages feels like it'll help him tonight with his ability to maneuver for the field. But he will, however, have to be patiently aggressive tonight, Carla. Thanks, Heather. Well, this is the most visited track by the series. This is going to be the 84th time we've been here. It's time now to get the engines fired at Bristol.
Bristol Motor Speedway. Here to say the most famous words in motorsports. Please welcome Chief Executive Officer for Suburban Propane, Mike Stivala. Drivers, start your engine!
Hello, Mark. Welcome to the live stream. Also, next week, NASCAR will be racing in Kansas. We should go back to a normal scheduled race weekend, as far as I'm concerned.
Weekdays at 10 on My 58. How did you do this? The park now runs off Xfinity. The network in Southfield, too. It's pretty cool.
Something even smarter than now.
So yeah, I know I know the screen is small, but I might as well show it. So yeah, here's what I caught this past Thursday. Yep, it was the PCYRV going from Cheyenne, Wyoming to Roseville. Now here's, yeah, my mom also shot. Here's the same thing, but from my mom's point of view. And of course, it's obviously hard not to notice that it had UP 1616, the Abraham Lincoln locomotive, and UP 1776, the America 250 unit. Yeah, man, both engines look. Man, both engines, man, they look good as they always do.
Winning doesn't really do justice to what he did here last spring. He crushed this field. Who's going to be good enough to beat him tonight? How do they beat him tonight? Yeah, he demoralized them in some respects. I don't think we did a good job in the pre-race of helping out the O'Reilly field.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The crossing I filmed at was Chamberlain Road on the Valley subdivision for Union Pacific. My mom and I, we got to the crossing, to our the crossing around 3 o'clock. Started setting up about. I finished set. I was set up by about 3:40, and I was like the only person there watching the rail cam. So the other people who were there were kind of relying on me in a way to like keep track of when the train gets to Marysville, because Marysville, California was the only, because between Portola and Roseville, Marysville, California was the literally the only location that had a rail cam. And needless to say, they I got some credit for helping people out. Yeah, they were kind of a little bit off schedule a bit, but regardless, they still did their stops as always. After we got it there at that crossing, we got ahead of it at another crossing down the ways at Athens Avenue, which is just down the ways from the crossing I initially filmed it at. Um, and and Well, Mama, since I already caught it, I decided to just watch it go by. But my mom got video of it still as it was passing by.
Recreating AFC Richmond's Believe locker room sign in the 41 hauler. Crew Chief Jason Trincherry telling me he also sent Sam a clip from the
Also, while my mom and I were out there at the location we were at, there was only like 3 or 4 people there. But as the big boy was on it, was getting as the time was getting closer to the big boy's arrival, more people started showing up one by one. People both young and old were there. Also, while we were out there, there were some people out there. They were flying these. There was this old school looking airplane from like the 1940s or 50s or whatever. It was literally flying right above our location, like less than a minute before the big boy came around the corner. Yeah, it was so cool seeing those airplanes fly over us. And when I was looking through my video, I just so happened to catch the plane flying over. Yeah, I wish the big boy could come there too, if if I remember correctly, I think most of the lines in Kentucky are mostly. I think they're mostly aren't they mostly like CSX and Norfolk Southern lines out there? Does, does UP have any lines that go through Kentucky? I mean, I know a good handful of the lines out there on the East Coast, but I just don't know all of them that well. I mean, I know UP has lines go out that way, but I know they don't go to every state. They would need trackage rights to go on to other railroad lines for other railroads like CSX and Norfolk Southern. So
One of a kind, for sure. Closed captioning for the race is brought to you by Cerakote. The top detailers in the world trust Cerakote. Shouldn't you? This place gets loud. It's loud down on pit road. It's loud in the grandstands. No place like Bristol. Ready to go in Thunder Valley. Williams Sawalich won the pole, and he has chosen the outside lane. Sheldon Creed will join him on the front row. So on the inside, that's his best Bristol qualifying effort. And for Williams, the key here is getting the jump, clearing Sheldon, and then getting the bottom.
oh, so they have done it before. Okay.
It's going to react differently, but the goal stays the same. For your Williams launch, you got to get to the bottom as quick as possible. Good working through 3 and off of turn 4. Thanks for being with us on the CW.
All right. Pace car heads to pit road. Green flag is out, and the O'Reilly Auto Parts race at Bristol is green. Here we go. Oh, caution. 91. Mason Maggio.
You can see the stick to the rear bumper. He slowed down and whoever's trying to get and that's the best. Someone's looking to the hood pins potentially, or not past the hood pins, and running each other. The checkups that we see here. And you don't realize how fast you're going at this racetrack until you're trying to get slowed down. And then you realize, man, cars do not stop as fast as you want them to. We'll take a look here at this replay, upper right corner. See Mason Maggio on the bottom. Oh, he gets a little high. Someone chase it a little bit. Yeah,
Who's that? Is that the 92?
Sort of lost it there. Get down behind on the steering.
Is that the 02? Is that Ryan Ellis that he just got ran? Yeah, I think that was the 02. It's like he literally had nowhere to go. I think he was trying his best not to like run into him. Yeah, it's not every day you get a caution on the first lap at Bristol. Also, if you probably noticed, another familiar name is back in the field, Greg Galding. Yep, I never thought I'd see him back in the sport. First start since 2023. He's had ever since then, and now he's had some stuff come up. And um, if you look up Greg Galding, you'll understand where I'm coming from. Yeah, he's had some issues, but it seems he's got it taken care of, I guess. Well, gotta restart from here. Um, so yep, nice to see the 74 and nice to see the 74 back in the field for a second consecutive weekend.
So, Jessica, is there anyone you like? Like anyone here? Oh my gosh, let's do home court explorer. Yes, helps you shop, quote, and buy the right color scheme, even if it's not with us. What did you think of this option? It looks so good together. Oh, hey, me, I just told him that you're interested. You did not. I did. Oh, I know. Let's prank call each other. That's not how that works, Jamie. Jesse, remember Danny? Hey.
One vacation that changes everything. Universal Orlando Resort.
All right, let's rack them up and try them again. Try it again.
Protecting first responders in communities all across America. A little earlier, maybe than we expected to see the caution, but field is lined up and coming to the green. Field is already chosen. And from the field looks the same. Williams Wallace fled from the drop. He's going to do it again, though. He does. Yeah. Starts all over. You talked about he's going to get to the bottom as quick as he can. All these drivers are complaining about being in the outside lane. You got to get a couple of rows up if you can, but
Yeah, it was the 02, not the 92. All right, let's try this again.
you can get a better launch. He's going to keep it get as good a launch as he did the first time. Takes her back in. Field rolling into the
Here we go.
restart zone. So Alex Lanier in the control car. Back into the throttle.
Here we go.
Here with the same jump that he got the first time, got some help there from his teammate Randy Jones again. Comes forward and clear shot the green. No, but he had a really good momentum through 1 and 2, so that's encouraging. I think if you're the leader, that you don't have to clear up by the time you get to turn 1. You see Creed on the bottom right there. It takes a lap or two for that grip to come in. See everybody now fighting to get to the bottom. Corey Day inside of. He did it on the first time. There's 3cars.com cars in the field tonight. So Raja is in the 32, which is an cars.com car at the back. Raja Cruz, Kyle Larson in the 88, and Corey Day in the 17, as he is every week.
Yeah, Corey Day, Roger Cruz, and Kyle Larson all have HendrickCars.com on their cars. I think Roger Cruz wanted to like differentiate himself from the other two, so that's why, which explains why his car number is the has the yellow color to it. Ooh, 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 ooh.
Squeeze the car below him aggressively. He's able to run a normal line. Most likely he's going to continue to lose it, but now slotting behind Sam there. And that was a good job the outside. When you're stuck there early on, especially that number down on the racetrack, you just want to not give up too much. If you can only lose a spot or two, that was well done. And if you're in a position at Taylor Greenwich, you're looking in your mirror, trying to figure out is there a gap behind that car on my inside. You're also dependent on your spotter up in the air to tell you that there's a gap there, because it's worth giving up that one spot to get to the bottom and shoot. Now see Corey Day on the outside. So the race for 10th Day the 17, Parker Retzloff in the 99 with Ryan Sieg and Sammy Smith there in the mix as well. And just ahead of these two, it's a good in. Yeah, just slots in. Redding Poole, awesome qualifying lap earlier today in the top 10. Now continue to run in the top 10. Such an awesome run for him, that Alpha Prime Racing team. Huge day, his fourth day there. It's really struggling in the rear of the race, but looking pretty loose. We talked about Carson Crumple at the start of the show. If you go to the back of the field for engine change, he's on the charge. Powerball power movers. He is the biggest mover, up 12. And that's huge because we've talked about how you got to get going at the start of these races. If you're at the back, the leaders will be charging in a hurry, and you're in danger of going a lap down if you start at the back. For more on the night, let's go, Kim.
And right before this restart, he was the only driver I heard on the radio not afraid to use the top and package one team. Watch out, guys, I'm throwing 3-1 here. The top team's cleaning up. Right now, it's spotter TJ Mayer saying, go and stay, don't. And Carson told me he was going to be on the chip. Very aggressive to start this race, knowing how easy it is to get left. Their goal is to sprint into the top 15 or top 10.
Carson Quapple had to drop to the rear, and he's gained a ton of ground, like 15, 16 spots already.
We talked about the 21, saying this was going to be a challenging track for them as Larson right there got super loose in the apron. Here's the race for the lead, tightening up at the front. William Sawalich and Sheldon Creed. That's your front row. Creed looks good though in second. He does, and one of the things I just noticed right there, you can see that Sheldon can really flip the bottom left side front, the left front of that car, wrapping that yellow line as William Sawalich's car actually had a little bit more of a diamond in the corner. This tells me not quite being able to hold on to the bottom as well as Sheldon as he sort of stabilizes that gap right there, but it looked like for a lap or two, Sheldon was really good. Another thing to keep an eye on tonight, you see it in the bumper at the bottom of the screen. Those names highlighted in green are the Dash for Cash eligible drivers. So William Sawalich, of course, is the race leader, the leader of those four Dash for Cash drivers. Brandon Jones, Justin Allgaier, and Raja Caruth, the other three that are eligible. This is Brandon Jones.
Oh, yeah. And he got 20 loose a bit.
It doesn't take much. It didn't take much earlier today. Cut practice and qualifying. It looked like these guys were just on the edge. As here's Larson reeling in Creed for the running spot. Larson is so fast in the middle of the corner. Took a bit of a air on the back of those guys. I think what's so impressive, Parker, about Kyle is that we always talk about him being good around the top. He's the top guy. Run the wall, run the wall, run the wall. This is a track you have to run the ball. Today, it's about running the ball, and he's disciplined enough to get on the bottom. His car didn't seem like it was where it needed to get practice. Obviously, they made some good adjustments right here. I know we think of him as being good at the places where the top comes in, but I think that is more a product of how versatile he is in his driving style. Less he has this magical thing he can do on the top. He's just more versatile, and he can do it quicker and change his style depending on where you need to run the track quicker than other drivers. In fact, it took him 2 minutes to get reactivated the O'Reilly car to drive the good car was doing, and then it's like, I'm good, I'm gonna drive by you. Yeah, let's watch him right here. He's passed the last two cars coming off the turn 4. He's so good at getting through the middle. See, he does the same thing that AT of Swatch right here. He's gonna drive in, try to hook this yellow line, get a little lower. Oh, he got loose again right there. I think that's part of the reason he's so good through the middle is that car's turning so well. It's kind of like driving on a razor blade right now. You see, look at that, how you can really get to the throttle right through the middle of the corner. He may want to try to get this done before lap traffic, although I think he's out of time. The field is, the leaders are in.
All right. William Sawalich has just caught the tail end of the lead lap. Yeah, lap traffic is going to play a factor in this race, just like how it was last week at Rockingham. Larson's going to roll the top and he takes the lead. Just remember, it's only going to take a caution or an incident to stop Kyle Larson from winning. Just so you know, there's Blake. It's Joey Gates. 35 is Blake Lothian. I see him do things like that, and I just shake my head in the car thinking, yep, there goes Kyle Larson doing Kyle Larson things.
Deja vu, Kyle Larson in front at Bristol, 30 laps into 300 last year tonight. This move was key for Larson to get ahead of the curve and take the lead. Get ahead of your curve. Explore disease treatment at GetSomebody4PD.com. At Haggerty, we don't see cars as things. They're unique, alive, and loved. We buy them, wrench on them, and sometimes curse them. But
Double Zero's gotten by for second.
Cars, rad cars, one of the spec cars, coupes, convertibles, compacts, liftbacks, fastbacks, and hatchbacks. We love them all because cars are for driving, and Haggerty is for drivers. Get a quote at Haggerty.com. Pleasure mild sips, lime, and sea salt. It's perfect for adding flavor your way. What's your way to thinking about it? When choosing the right gear to cut, trim, or mow your yard, Ace has all the power you need to get the job done right. Because gas or battery, your local Ace is the destination with the best power brands all under one roof, like steel.
Hello, Zachary. Welcome to a live stream. Kyle Larson just got the lead from William Sawalich. She's been up front for 10 laps and counting. We've had one lap caution on lap 1. The 91 of Mason Maggio went for a spin and turned going into 3. Nothing big. So, yeah, we've been green since the restart on lap 6. Not 7, just 6.
Severe allergic reactions, including skin reactions, can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor of new or worsening eye problems like eye pain or vision changes, skin symptoms, joint aches and pain, or parasitic infection. Don't change or stop other treatments without talking to your doctor. Stay ahead of eczema and help heal your skin from within. Dupixent, the #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists and allergists. Ask your eczema specialist about Dupixent today.
Someone out there, someone's paying $30 for a single plate of steak and shrimp. What?
Teeny tiny shrimp. Now don't worry, here we have big butterfly shrimp.
In here we're balling. It's actually fire. What is?
Yeah, fire.
Yeah, it's fire. It's fireball.
Cool. Getting tight here. 741, 254, and the 99 all going for position. Ryan Sieg's running good tonight in 10th. Right, Carson's up to 17th. Roger Cruz is 27th. Shit. And he's about to get lap 2. Yes, I did.
It's getting racy. We're seeing guys from the bottom, from the middle, or a little higher. They're not all the way up at the top yet, right? Where there's going to be the most amount of speed. But the fact that we've seen passes happen on the bottom, the middle, and kind of that third groove, that's really encouraging for me. That's what all these drivers want, is to have those options. Larson went up there. It seemed like the rest of the field took notice, and they were able to move up there too. Larson, meanwhile, right on the screen there, putting Raja Caruth a lap down. Raja currently running 26. Larson still trying to work around it. He's the red number 88 with Raja, the yellow number 32. And it has to be a weird feeling being lapped by your primary car. That's right. And, for Raja and that 32, the mechanical issue they had, trying to come from the back. Oh, that's going to get tight there. Garrett Smickley right in the middle.
See, when I look at the groove around the bottom, it almost looks like it's getting lighter already. And the lighter that gets, most likely the less grip that's going to have, or the less dominant it's going to be. So look at that on the very bottom, right above the yellow line, you see where it's starting to fade just a little. I think some of that is dump rubber coming out. The dump cars laid a tremendous amount of rubber earlier today. It was all the way down the straightaway. You can see some of the black remnants of it, and it was covering the yellow line a ton. And I think these cars and the tires they have been picking that rubber up, associated with the base laps, the caution. And to your point, it's getting that little bit lighter. And then also that PJ1 usually smears across the racetrack is the theory a lot of people have. So add some of that sticky grip higher up the racetrack. Get a good look at what the racetrack looks like right now. This looks like they're racing on board. Gene Thompson comes in 20th. Jamie Alfredo out the front there. Yeah, one thing to pay attention to as you watch this. Going into this racetrack, you get like visually inside of the car, when you get like a long run, if not for the flag stand, you can lose which straightaway you're on because it's the only racetrack you go to that looks the same from inside the car on both ends, except they drive totally different. Yeah, which is so weird. And that's why it's important to remember which end you're on. Turn one is a lot tighter, and you have to kind of get into the bowl down there. The way the banking is done, it opens up off of two, and then 3 and 4 is just more symmetrical.
Also, about a month or two ago, I was sifting through my past videos of trains I've caught. Union Pacific does in fact have a locomotive numbered 6767. For real, there is. I think I've caught that particular locomotive twice, both on intermodals, but two different times. I might have caught more than twice, but I'll have to take a look again. I think BNSF has something similar as well. Yep. Well, you know how CSX has locomotives with single, double, and triple digit numbers? There is, in fact, a CSX locomotive number 67, let alone there's ones numbered 6 and 7 too, two separate locomotives. All right, we are 27 laps into this 27 laps to go in this stage. Goes we're only 19 minutes in 19 minutes in no, we're almost 20 minutes into this race now.
Larson is opening it up at the front of the field, 5.5 seconds the margin over Sheldon Creed and Brandon Jones. Look at Amy, working hard now so that future Amy can buy her very own boat.
Wait, sorry, the boat's great, but am I wearing culottes?
So you love your culottes.
It's 11, 8 o'clock. What did I just say? Cheers o'clock.
Up, car in the wall. It's Austin Green. He's slowing down.
So I like hang out with my
And he
insurance.
can't get to pit row. Yeah, that's a cool paint scheme on the 87. And yeah, that's a caution.
I got somebody for that. I got somebody for that.
I'm not sure about Canadian National, CP, and KCS because they have most of the Kansas City's, pretty much every single Kansas City Southern locomotive that I've caught have all started with the number 4 as the first digit. Yeah, when it comes to Kansas City Southern, when it comes to my favorites for them to from them that I like to catch, oh, I like seeing their Gray Ghost locomotives and some of their special interest ones.
You're seeing Skechers' famous bicep footwear everywhere. And now that famous design is available in hands-free Skechers slip-ins. Get the comfort and style bicep out the convenience of slip-ins with no bending down or touching your shoes. Try bicep Skechers slip-ins.
Looks like the drivers are pitting. They might as well.
So he made sure Tuesdays were finger licking good. It's TGI Tuesday. 10 bucks, 8 pieces, one big deal at KFC $10 Tuesdays.
And pit stops are underway here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Lance Swan's already done. Bad news on entry, he said, into the corners. A double zero Sheldon.
Hello, Mooney Gameplays. Welcome to the live stream. Hope you all having a good. Hope you're all having a good afternoon, evening, or night, wherever you're watching this from.
Also, Justin Allgaier in the middle of your screen, he said, tight end and loose off, and he was aiming at Kyle Larson. He said, in the short run, he's free, and that's a lot like he remembered from last year.
Progressive race off pit road, won by Kyle Larson. Brandon Jones jumps William Sawalich, and Sheldon Creed loses a couple spots. Caution, by the way, for Austin Green, who was running 25th. Had a tire go down. A little difficult to try to find an opening to get down the road here, so he slowed to basically a stop, and the caution came out, which prompted this cycle of pit stops.
And it's fairly typical here when that happens, where when the cars are so spread out, there's no chance that car that has a tire down is going to ever get down the bottom without a huge issue. So NASCAR throws the caution.
Also, at the end of the stage, I'm going to put up the poll because I feel like it will be more appropriate to. I almost forgot to put it. I have to remind myself to put it up before the stream starts.
Jeremy Clement, so they will cycle to the front of the field here. And guys, I'll have you explain the thought process here of flipping this stage. How does this impact what you do in stage 2?
Well, you basically go all the way through. That's that stage break. So you'll go all the way through to stage 2, essentially, because of the way you can do about 130 laps, or maybe a little bit more with caution laps, maybe all the way to 150. So a lot of these teams saying, we're just going to take this chance to pit and go all the way to stage 2. And for some that stayed out like a Ryan Sieg, it's a chance to say, hey, maybe we can sit up there, get some stage points, we'll give up all that transition and try to make it up the rest of the race.
I always feel way better doing that if it was just bottom dominant, if you couldn't move up the racetrack. But the fact that we've seen some passes in the middle top, it's hard to do.
Right on board with Ryan Ellis, the Dimco built to move in-car camera. Check in on the 00 of Sheldon Creed. He'll restart in the 7th spot on this restart. Yeah, I saw that. He was hidden behind, I believe, Sammy Smith. And when you have two guys that are on the same lap and get it together, it makes it difficult, especially if you slide from the bike to the back of the lane.
You can see it right there. He wants the right front block, and he had the wheel turn the right. He was trying to do, he sort of locked the rears and position the car to point out that Sammy Smith comes in. So what's going to happen is he's going to have an awkward angle to try and get that car cut. The wheels can only cut so far. Basically, right there, he has to hesitate getting out for just a split moment, but all that adds up in a pit stop. You want to avoid, so you try to get that car pointed, right, nose out into the box. It didn't hurt him as much as it could have. The fact that Sammy Smith went long in his stall, that was super, super nice of him to do, because that could have been a ball where you have to back up. That would have been devastating.
Ryan Sieg will be the leader when we restart. 17 laps to go right now in this first stage, going to lap 85. Sieg's coming off two of his best runs of the year, back-to-back 9th place finishes at Rockingham last week and Martinsville the week before.
And one of the things, with this attempt here is we didn't see a lot of fall-off in practice, right? And that was the heat of the day, so we'll see what kind of
right into the choose.
Larger fall here in the race, but I think that's some of the calculus here for Ryan Sieg, Clements, Alfredo, which is, let's see if they can make this work.
Larson gave up a row to be on the outside on this restart. It tells me
It's going to be pretty exciting to watch what he does here. He has the mindset of getting to the top and getting that momentum. He didn't want to be trapped on the bottom, which is interesting because all those guys have been kind of fighting to get to the bottom. But if the track's changed and he makes with those new tires, those guys get on older tires, he can manage it. You think top of 3 here?
Well, that's what I was going to say.
I think there's a pretty good shot.
How high on the racetrack is too high to try at this early in the race?
You can, on a restart. Well, it's going to depend on how many marbles are on top. He's looking at that right now. No doubt, as they're running around here under caution, you're looking at the right side to see how much there is around the top.
Field is set for the Echo Park restart zone.
Echo Park Automotive, where car buying is easier, better, and happier. 15 to go. It's really driven.
All right, 15 to go in stage one.
Trying to get going. Great job on that initial launch. Yeah, the rear tires lifted off the ground. He's trying to find a place to merge back in line as the field behind him scatters.
He's off the two. With Brandon Jones behind him. I believe went to the apron basically. Casper back into the racetrack. That didn't work out the way he wanted it.
Larson to second, by the way. Challenging
Right,
Anthony
Anthony Alfredo at 96 is going to hold on for second.
All of this momentum, though, off turn 4. I can't tell if he had a bad corner or if Alfredo just got a massive run around the top. He was inside of Alfredo. Take a look at this replay here. Clements.
Dang, the 51 almost got turned by the 20.
Tried to gather it up, just lost all that momentum.
Yep, he falls back.
With 4 sticker tires and your old tires. Yeah, he's ready to make a little save that.
Yeah, that was a close call.
Bottom of the screen, Larson able to finally get around.
Oh, wow. Creed's going to get by the 96 for third. Damn, it's like the 39 just checked.
Jones working inside Alfredo, just trying to hang on these older tires here to enter this stage. 10 to go in stage 1. Alfredo's doing a great job. Staying in the conference launch. Wade Chamberlain in there 3 wide. A little bit further back. It's the rear onboard camera. Racing sitting there for the even on newer tires, but the straightaway is just so short at this track. So you take a quick glance in the mirror, just what that gap is behind him. Also, he's, you'll look and see if somebody's got run on the top.
80.
There's the lead, 7 to go. Larson's looking inside a right seat.
88's looking to the.
A little sideways that you figured this was going to happen. Russians around 2/10 a lot faster than Ryan Seat, but I think overall, I think it's a massive net positive no matter what happens right here for Ryan Seat in terms of if he's able to get out in the top 3 and get the standings.
Here goes back to the lead.
Before that cycle, so this would be a huge net gain. Top 3 and 4 looks better than the top 2. All those guys that can get a big run off the top 4.
5 to go.
Not able to do that in round 2. And that is pretty typical early on in these races. That 3 and 4, for whatever reason, would come in first on the top side where you can kind of dive in.
Yeah, 39, 96, and 51, they're all going to have to pit again.
You want that to go above it, and you see where it starts to get too gray. You want to force it up a little further to start back through in early on.
Crane working inside seat for the second spot. Looking at Taylor Gray. A few laps to go. Team Rick Cruz there racing. Both of these guys are struggling up here. They're in their 20s. You see Taylor to check up. Gray gets into the back of him.
Coming 2 to go in stage 1.
It does not take much contact to get someone loosened up. And here, a lot of times, as the offending car, you just don't want to break your momentum. You don't want to use the brake a little more than you have to, so you just sort of run into the
Right, final lap, stage 1.
Final lap in stage 1. Sheldon Creed is keeping Larson honest at the front of the field. Think he might run out of time here. A good showing from the 00 and an even better showing.
Green and white checkered flag, stage 1 winner, Kyle Larson. And Ryan Sieg managed to hold on for third. Anyways, stage 1 results are Kyle Larson, Sheldon Creed, Ryan Sieg, Justin Allgaier, Brandon Jones, William Sawalch, Connor Zillish, Jesse Love, Sam Mayer, and Corey Day rounds out your top 10.
Depressive lows and unpredictable highs can make it hard to get out of your head. Finding relief may help you fight through. Ask about Vraylar. Some medicines only treat the lows or highs. Vraylar treats depressive, acute manic, and mixed episodes of bipolar 1 in adults. Proven full-spectrum relief for all bipolar 1 symptoms.
I'll be right back.
Dementia-related psychosis due to increased risk of death or stroke. Report changes in behavior or suicidal thoughts to your doctor. Antidepressants may increase these in those under 25. Report fever, stiff muscles, or confusion, which may be life-threatening, or uncontrolled muscle movements, which may not go away. High blood sugar may lead to coma or death. Waking and high cholesterol may occur. Difficulty moving, uncontrolled movements, tremors, feeling like you need to move, sleepiness, nausea, vomiting, and indigestion are common. Side effects may not appear for weeks.
Vraylar. Breaking through to relief. Ask about Vraylar. This is Arby's crispy chicken meat and 3 box. This is a crispy fish meat and 3 box. This is a ham and Swiss meat and 3 box. And these are identical triplets. But they each make their own choices, okay?
Arby's, we have the meat. The thing about hair is, even if it starts here, it'll end up there. But Swiffer Sweeper Deluxe is made to get hair anywhere. Girls just push and move. But Swiffer gives you a clean that's mama approved. The collapsible, storable Swiffer Sweeper Deluxe, the mother of all clean.
It's time to go racing.
There could be chaos here tonight.
NASCAR Series. Next Saturday from Kansas at 6:30 Eastern, 3:30 Pacific. Joe.
Girl scream!
One man's home.
Sounds like I love you, I scratched your truck.
Is pitted against him.
What takes you long playing your mullet pictures?
Somebody trimmed my fingernails while I was sleeping.
No matter what's thrown his way, nice, he's still standing.
Hang that up, Luther.
Yeah, it's all me. Last man standing. Weeknights at 6 on my 58.
Mom, I got it. Change happens fast. Lock in your internet price for 5 years and get online in minutes with same-day Wi-Fi. Xfinity. Imagine that.
This is Casey, our 3 meteorologist. Still feeling young. Expect scattered showers overnight with possibility of thunder and lightning. Overnight lows will fall to 48 degrees with heavy snow in the mountains.
Get KCRA3 weather updates every hour on My 58. Brought to you by Diablo Grills. For over a decade, Diablo Grills has been offering quality outdoor products for low retail price. Build the outdoor kitchen of your dreams. Call 916-361-7100. NASCAR on the CW is brought to you by Suburban Propane, the official propane of NASCAR and Speedway Motorsports. The Credit One Bank NASCAR American Express card. And by O'Reilly Auto Parts, your professional parts people. Back to Bristol, stage 1 in the books. Kyle Larson picked up the victory there. If there's anyone who knows the value of a good crew, it's the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts. That's why they want to put the spotlight on the team members that are essential to a race team's success. Spotters, very important everywhere, and tonight. And let's learn more about one of those with Kim.
And some of the best spotters have honed their craft by being former racers themselves. Kevin Hamlin, spotter of the 41 for Sam Mayer, is one of those former drivers you see him there still in his cup gear, the Ally Racing sweatshirt. Racing is in his blood. Both of his parents raced. They actually met at a speedway. Hamlin cut his teeth in the Pacific Northwest and he won 2 championships and the NASCAR Northwest Series. Fast forward to 2004, Hamlin moved to North Carolina to chase the dream. He dabbled in ARCA and the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series, even the Cup Series. Over the course of his O'Reilly Auto Parts career, he made 43 starts. You see him there with Casey Kane because he eventually gravitated towards spotting full-time, working with the likes of John Andretti, Travis Quammel, Clint Moyer, among others. Most notably, Casey and Hendrick in 2012. They won 5 races together, and Kevin has been at H&S ever since on the Cup side of things. And then Hamlin's back with Mayer this year on the O'Reilly side after a brief hiatus last year.
Thanks, Kim. Getting ready to go in stage 2, the
Cars that didn't flip the stage were the ones that came down pit road, and Larson will be the leader when we come back from break. Good stuff in stage number 1 all throughout the field here at Bristol.
For Jim, life's big moments happen in seconds, like falling in love with Abby in as little as 2 seconds, or proposing to her in 78 seconds. Then Jim had the hardest conversation of his life in 100 seconds when he learned that he had cancer. Because life's big moments add up in seconds, Jim and his doctor chose Opdivo Qvantig for its administration time, an injectable immunotherapy given in as little as 180 seconds. It may be used alone in adults to treat melanoma, a type of skin cancer that is spread or can't be removed by surgery and is approved for many other cancers. Opdivo Qvantig can cause your immune system to harm healthy parts of your body during and after treatment. These problems can be severe and lead to death. See your doctor right away if you have a cough, chest pain, shortness of breath, irregular heartbeat, diarrhea, constipation, severe stomach pain, severe nausea or vomiting, dizziness, fainting, eye problems, extreme tiredness, changes in appetite, thirst or urine, rash, itching, confusion, memory problems, muscle pain or weakness, joint pain or fever, reports of persistent muscle or joint pain. Tell your doctor if you have myasthenia gravis or Guillain-Barré syndrome, immune system problems include Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, and lupus. These are not all the possible side effects. Tell your doctor about all medical conditions, including immune or nervous system problems. If you've had or plan to have an organ or stem cell transplant or received chest radiation, Opdivo Qvantig can help your newborn baby. Because every second counts. Opdivo Qvantig. At Credit One Bank, we believe anything's possible. Leading your team to the championship? Unlikely. Okay, that's my personal space. Landing a check means supercomputer. I won. You can try it. I won. The award goes to Greg. Some things are out of reach. No one's going to believe this. I got this. But a card with access to exceptional benefits isn't one of them. Welcome to the Credit One Bank American Express Suite. Credit One Bank for what's ahead.
Look at this. Endless big butterfly shrimp for us, endless steak for them.
Oh, did you know that buffet is French for happy Wally? I take German. Well, amigo, you just start school in buffet economics. Usually.
Had to use the bathroom.
This is AAC of the CW. Ground zero for greatness. The future. Let's see that. No fear, no shortcuts, nothing but hunger. The next generation starts here. Who's gonna step up? Live, on your rise. Tuesdays at 8 on 958. It's the Good Country Club Rodeo, May 15th through the 17th at Good Country Fairgrounds in Auburn. There's full and bug racing, racing, and roving by some of the top cowboys and cowgirls of all time. Tickets for just $25 direct from our official site, GoCountryClubRodeo.com.
Live Country Street.
The best dramatic images of your counties. Trust KCLA3 and Live Country 3 to bring you exclusive content whenever news breaks. Live Country 3, only on KCLA3.
Under caution in Bristol, awaiting the start of stage 2. This stage break is brought to you by Arby's. Justin Allgaier set to restart third. Let's listen in to 17th radio communication presented by Starkey.
A lot of guys are coming just how the cars slowly depending on what they hit. I wonder if the feature one. Yeah, it's like if you were rocky, I don't know, it's not normal. And it really makes it hard to kind of run in a confident lane, you know?
Continuing on that conversation, he told Andrew Overstreet that the pace is high and it's hard to move around, so it's really hard to figure out what I need in terms of adjustments, just depending on dirty air and track position. And Andrew came back over the radio, his crew chief, you see him right there, Andrew Overstreet told him, I think you're good and just as good as the rest of the guys out there in the field right now. So Justin Allgaier might need some more adjustments, but
enjoy convenient banking in a welcoming space at the Capital One Cafe. Get help with your account or help yourself to fee-free ATM.
All right, I got the poll up for who's going to win the O'Reilly All Parts race at Bristol. I have Sheldon Creed, Justin Allgaier, William Swalch, and Brandon Jones. All right, let's see how this second stage goes. All right, pace car pulls off, and stage 2 underway. Usually, we saw on lap 12.
Do want to make note quickly here, Suburban got the free pass there. He started that stage, so 24 back on the lead lap. Listen to how
Oh, 7 got loose. Carsdale's looking to the inside. Fourth. Oh, caution. 42 went for speed.
We also, I believe, had Garrett Smith down there with him, so let's take a look and see exactly what happened. It's out of turn 4, I should say, for the 42. He's running 30th. And under caution for the 4th time tonight here in Bristol. But Larson did a really good job on that last restart. Got a good launch. Able to get out in front of Justin.
Need parts fast? O'Reilly Auto Parts is fast. Need them now? We've got now. No matter what you need, we have thousands of professional parts people doing their part to make sure you have it. We're O'Reilly Fast. Just one part that makes O'Reilly stand apart. Auto Parts.
At Hagerty, we don't see cars as things. They're unique, alive, and loved. We buy them, wrench on them, and sometimes curse them. But most of all, we drive them. They get under our skin, the sound and smell, how they make us feel. Windows down, wide open throttle, it's what we do. Because cars are for driving, and Hagerty is for drivers. Get a free quote at Hagerty.com.
Bipolar 1 can overwhelm your mind. Sometimes depressive lows and unpredictable highs can make it hard to get out of your head. Finding relief may help you break through. Ask about Vraylar. Some medicines only treat the lows or highs. Vraylar treats depressive, acute manic, and mixed episodes of bipolar 1 in adults. Proven full-spectrum relief for all bipolar 1 symptoms.
Not for elderly with dementia-related psychosis due to increased risk of death or stroke. Report changes in behavior or suicidal thoughts to your doctor. Antidepressants may increase these in those under 25. Report fever, stiff muscles, or confusion, which may be life-threatening, or uncontrolled muscle movements, which may not go away. High blood sugar may lead to coma or death, waking and high cholesterol may occur. Difficulty moving, uncontrolled movements, tremors, feeling like you need to move, sleepiness, nausea, vomiting, and indigestion are common. Side effects may not appear for weeks.
Vraylar. Vraylar treats relief. Ask about Vraylar.
NASCAR on the CW is brought to you by Golden Corral. Golden Corral honors our nation's heroes. Progressive Insurance. Get in the savings lane today. Visit progressive.com. And by Ace, the helpful place. Just underway in stage 2 under the yellow flag. Once again, the wheel and caution lights are on. What you're seeing on the track
I
right
got
now is the
Perovia.
emergency warning technology used by police, fire, and EMS best vehicles across America, trusted every day to protect those who protect us. Wheel lights have been busy tonight. 4 cautions already here. 105 laps in. We talked a lot about Carson Quaffle and the challenge that lay ahead of him at the start of today. He's up to the task, up to 11th. That is a great drive, and has gotten them out of the danger zone, at least from being lapped, which was the main concern at the start of the night. And he's trying to field earlier in this race.
I've seen it so many strokes in a short period of time like
All day, from the
so
interviews
drink.
we've seen from him, has a 3.0 average finish here, which is pretty good. I would say it's a small sample size, but he has the best average finish of all drivers with multiple starts here. So it's pretty good. He gets around there pretty well. You can clarify my finish. I'm just trying to add to your ass.
Rather with one trip.
Finished second and fourth here last year. He was in the 1 car. Well, the pace he's on tonight, a very similar result, if not better. I like the donuts on the side too. Really missing through. Get them on both sides. You got that on the top, not just a little bit right. Field lined up and ready to go. We'll have 63 laps remaining.
All right, restart lap 22.
Controlling the field, Brandon Jones has moved to third and heavy on the inside.
All right, back to green.
Right to the bottom, and the 2 younger cars, Jones and Creek, go out for second. Great job on all these restarts. Catch you guys off guard.
Ooh, the 9's going up high, almost 3 wide.
Has moved all the way to the top of the racetrack. That's a good recovery for him. He runs 11th right now, which is the best they've run here in quite a while. Connor Zillage racing Williams Sawallish. This is a replay of that 3-wide battle. 3 of the young up-and-comers in this series. And you're dependent on those spotters. Like, if you're the 9, you're like, I hope they're telling the guy on the bottom that we're 3 wide because it's so narrow right there. So lucky not to get a tire cut down with all of that contact. And when you see everything condensing as it does there near in-crush Paul's position, there's nothing you can do. You can't get out of that crazy. To your point, you're just hoping they understand the situation and you don't just get smushed into the wall. Zillage runs 5th, and he separated himself from Sawallish, Mayer, and Brent Cruz, who runs 6th and 8th. Mayer comes up the inside lane, challenging Sawallish for 6th.
This Satan's just in the neighborhood.
20 laps ago, it was back on the situation, but we can still his car really ran to the bottom.
This guy is a force to be reckoned with. So if there was any trouble,
Those two continue to battle for the 6th spot. It's time to go full throttle with Sound Gear. Wherever sound is a problem, Sound Gear has the solution. Scan the QR code to learn more at soundgear.com. Turn it up.
by turning has to win that Gemini 3 lets you feel. This fucking guy is the best. He's like that.
Through stage 2 here at Bristol, Tony Baltimore, Kevin and Jamie McCurry, and the broadcast booth, Carl Lentz, Kim Toon, and Heather DeVoe with us tonight here on the CW Live at the Bristol Motor Speedway. Kyle Larson won stage 1. Sheldon Creed runs in the 2nd spot. This battle we're watching on the screen is the race for the 6th spot. Back up front. Top 3, all pretty close together. Larson and Creed. Exactly. All those guys running very similar lap times. But one thing you can point out on that last restart, all 3 of these guys took the outside line. So now to get in the dominant line here, the last couple restarts, think back to the start of the race, nobody wanted to go back. Everybody was fighting to get to the bottom. So we talk about movements, good drivers at the track trying to get the bucket because the track evolves and you have to adapt to that. These three guys right here are as good at it as anybody. For showing Creed right now, it's just evaluating what you're seeing out of 88. What do you need your car to do better to match what he has? He's very close. He's been keeping Larson honest through these laps, but he just needs to evaluate that, relay it to his crew chief to say, here's what I'm seeing out of 88, here's what I'm not able to do, here's what I need to be able to do what he's doing. Three good racers at the front of the field, showing great starting the race and doing just all matter before he came to stop car racing is a dirt racer. On the dirt. Next year, it's a real idea. Race here between Cody Trace and teammates. Brandon Jones has it. Cruz wants it. Yeah, this is the nice team. He's on the racetrack. He's done a really good job managing this race. Starts to look like he's passing on the car. He's sitting on the inside of his teammate right here. Brandon Jones, Rick Cruz, and car. Actually, the last time we were here, Bristol, they got rolling, driving. Rick Cruz feeling it really well today. And what I was saying today is what we saw in practice earlier today. Is you watch how he's able to wrap that line on the bottom. And it's because he uses the racetrack on the exit of the car to mark the car that's just staying so well to the center, turning and doing that rotation. And you see on both ends of the racetrack, he was doing that exact thing in practice. It's pretty impressive. Get more winner.
I'll just
Cruz has had experience in other series here for Suburban Sport Series. Won the Area race here last fall and also ran the Tour Series race at the same time. So has had some race experience on this high-bank town. And Parker, he's on the green gloves.
take a shit.
Watch the hands of Brett Cruz inside of this car. They're extremely steady. Watch, he puts the wheel in it. You see he comes off the exit of the corner here. You get a good shot out of the windshield. Very smooth hands. Again, another side of the car. Maybe a little tight, but ripped up. And then inside of the car. You see him not having to really work inside. Normal traffic right now, so it's a different situation, but I think Cruz hooked up. Race for second, starting to heat up again. Sheldon Creed, the 00. This wet traffic between he and Justin Huskyer. Larson has pulled away from this duo ever so slightly. The lead over second place for him is about a second and a half. It's quite what I usually see in all matter here in Bristol, which is I feel like we get these longer runs, 25, 30, 40 laps. That's when you see classic Justin Allgaier at Bristol. He seems to have great long run pace, no matter what's in that race car. But tonight, we heard him talk about the inconsistency of the PJ1 on the bottom. It was tough to run consistent laps. And I feel like I've just seen that there's certain wiggles and movements for that car just really language a little bit. It just seems not quite in the racetrack.
Yes, there's a race tomorrow at noon, but I'm gonna be occupied tomorrow with seeing the big boy leave Roseville, so I don't think I'll be back in time to watch tomorrow's race.
This is Arby's crispy chicken meat and 3 box. This is a crispy fish meat and 3 box. This is a ham Swiss meat and 3 box. And these are identical triplets. But they have their own choices, okay?
Chad, I work for
professional football team. I agree online absolutely and fit with my schedule. Mondays, Tuesdays, the packing days, I can get all my assignments done. Wednesday, we're on the practice field. Thursday, initial discussion post is due. We're going to be on Friday, we're playing an East Coast trip. I'm going to take advantage of the time spent at class, even in the hotel room, to finish all the official that I needed to do prior to kickoff on Sunday. SMHU and the support system will make it possible. Go to smhu.edu.
Yes, it's a steam, but you've never seen the big boy before. It is a steam engine. Yeah, after it's done with its West Coast tour, it's gonna begin its East Coast leg of the tour. And no, I haven't watched the Lafayette rail cam yet. It's headed back east tomorrow, but obviously it's gonna take its time because tomorrow it's gonna await. It's not gonna stop. Probably gonna stop in Winnemucca. It's not gonna. It was supposed to stop in Sparks, Nevada tomorrow, but it's not going to because its trip up Donner's has been called off because of weather over Donner Pass.
This move here at the front of the field, NASCAR Riley Auto Parts Series on the CW Suburban Indy 300. Riding with a car in third and looking at the car in second. Up by the wall, Sheldon Creed got the 0 in the runner-up spot.
Yeah, there's a lot of rail cams out this way. Colfax, Truckee, Marysville. Those are the only ones I know of as far as the big boys route is concerned.
I'm thinking at the very top for Tim, if this was just like a very successful stage at the end there, that makes it even I was watching that one car, what are additional pieces of information that have come out? There's this video here where he's immediately attached to the leaders. Now it's gravitate to the top because the screen is going to press someone who's falling and was talking to the very I like what he had a conversation and that one car, it's odd that he eventually is a good running for conversation.
Definitely, there's no doubt that the big boy will.
The stage break, the wave around the free pass, and he's done a great job recovering. But look at this moment.
I've only seen the schedule for the West Coast leg of the tour. I haven't seen the East Coast schedule yet. But they're supposed to get to Philadelphia by July 4th is one thing I do.
These guys knifing their way through that traffic. Let's go to slider there. Cody Perkins. That's no man's land right there. When you get in the middle of it. You don't need a lot. You're over the top. When you get in that intersection, there is no way. It was cool when you referenced there, Joe. You saw starting to overspeed the entry a little bit just to clear that car. You saw the flames out the exhaust pipes too.
Well, I'll have to just when the East Coast schedule comes out, I'll take a look at. Look at the video of that railroad crossing on Ferrari Ranch Road in Lincoln on the UP Valley subdivision. It has that weird. It still has that weird sounding GS Type One and Western Colton Hayes E-Bell combo. I'm surprised that Bell combo has made it to 2026. Yeah, those bells are are still sound good as ever, and they're not weakening anytime soon. I need to do Ferrari Ranch Road again. It's only a matter of time.
Just like that, he's got 3 or 4 car lengths in hand. Over what was a bumper-to-bumper battle for this race. Zilch looking at getting the group to get through this slower traffic. Has brought Allgaier and Cruz into the mix as well in this race for third. It's so hard to get going here for these lappers. You're trying to pick a line, but when they get side by side, there's just nowhere to go. You see Allgaier, we referenced him earlier. Looked like that car was inconsistent, but here we are at the end of the long run, and Simmons putting it together again. Nice running dash for Cash car. They're all in the top 18. Jones and Sewell from 6 and 7. Kaja at the back of that group. You know, Allgaier has only made $700,000 as a dash for Cash over the years.
I'll do it when I film it again. All right, Allgaier's the highest dash for cash driver.
It's really cool for his dedication to the series to be so successful in the dash for cash. Look at the head of the Creed now. He's working out. The entry's starting to open up. See him getting right up against the wall. And the one thing you'll know here as a driver is if you're hiding is when you're really quiet inside the car because the exhaust gets against it. You're like, yeah, that's it. It's so rough also as you're going up the, you mentioned in turn 1, that bump getting in, kind of hanging on, bouncing up through that, and you hit all that grip. And one other part about this is when you talk about why it's difficult to run up there. When you look at that phase right there, you see where it's really clean track. You're just inching up lap by lap, and it's all by feel. There's nothing else that tells you how high you can go up that track before you essentially choke the cushion and suddenly have no grip, and then you're in the wall. And so it's completely, you're not talking fractions of an inch difference on the entry. The 40s at 130 miles an hour. The other will just move slightly higher, lap by lap. And then occasionally
We are past the halfway point of this race, lap 150, by the way.
Hit that bump and got over the edge. It's sketchy when you get over the edge. Just 5 to go here in stage 2. Larson's lead has extended to 4 seconds over Sheldon Creed. These two good teammates and attached to the hip. Last few laps, Brandon Jones, Williams to Rush. Both eligible for NASCAR cash. So Alex, last week's winner at Rockingham, Brandon Jones. Second in 2 of the last 3 races.
Yeah, the next time I do Ferrari Ranch Road, I will make a video about it. Ryan Ellis going 11. All right, final lap, stage 2. All right, green, white, check your flag. Larson sweeps the stages.
Sheldon Creed, Justin Allgaier, Connor Zillich, and Brett Cruz, the top 5 at the conclusion of stage 2.
All right, stage 2 results are Kyle Larson, Sheldon Creed, Justin Allgaier, Connor Zillich, Brent Cruz, William Sawalt, Brandon Jones, Sam Mayer, Corey Day, and Carson Quapple. Round out your top 10. Looks like maybe the 26 will get the free pass, I think. I don't know. So far, all 38 cars are running.
This is Arby's crispy chicken meat and 3 box. This is a crispy fish meat and 3 box. This is a ham and Swiss meat and 3 box. And these are identical triplets. But they each make their own choices, okay?
If you have moderate to severe eczema, Repacing can help you feel the healing. Some adults saw fast itch relief after first dose and long-lasting clear skin at 1 year. Severe allergic reactions, including skin reactions, can occur. To help right away for face masks, tongue, and throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor of new or worsening eye problems like eye pain or vision changes, skin symptoms, joint aches and pain, or parasite infection. Don't change or stop other treatments without talking to your doctor. Ask your doctor about details.
Nothing tops of your teeth. Except the cashier who calls me home. Love you, Dad. Those epic deals are hard to top. See big on tees and sandals, bedding and more at Kohl's.com. Thanks for coming in to talk about Dutch.
Of course, third grade is 100 Liberty Mutual. Save you hundreds by customizing your car insurance.
Why don't you come sit with us?
Oh, this sucks. Only pay for what you need.
The finest luxury fragrances are now exclusively available on everything you wash. From Stropica's unlimited collection, high-tier washing, everything will smell divine. Luxury laundry scent beads so you can smell
And then outside, they take them away. I will be right back.
My Texas pizza was
Definitely the same guy. I think there's no point of
That's for straight up water expensive. Straight top's always been the same price since it started back in 2000. And they always offer free 5G phones for new and existing customers. America's most reliable 5G. Straightforward prices.
Switch to straight talk wireless. No contracts, no credit cards, no surprises. Official partner of NASCAR.
Well, Bob.
As we head into the next stage, it's time to refuel, and Arby's has got you covered with the $7.99 meat and 3-box that's loaded with all your Arby's favorites. Your choice of sandwich, mozzarella sticks, curly fries, a huge poplar roll, and a small drink. Scan the QR code to order now in the Arby's app. Arby's, we have the meats. Everybody will be back on the same strategy and make it to the end when they come down pit road here.
The true story behind this guy is
I mean, I think one of the things we've seen is, I don't know how much falls. Is it topic tonight? Tire falls through. New tires, the really track position is everything. We believe Larson's going to have their.
Are you there, Mom? Are you there?
No.
Just seeing if you're still there.
Just started slipping on entry toward the end, so slight adjustments tighten up there. Also, the 7 adjustment higher in the middle of your screen. Plowing in the middle, nothing to lean on that right rear. He said it's worse when I get to the top. Also in for Brett Cruz there at the bottom of your screen. He said he's really good. Just need more right rear stick on the exit, but not much, so just a half of the previous adjustment for the 19.
Progressive race off pit road. Kyle Larson enters with the big lead and exits with the big lead.
All right. Well, I think these guys got to play.
Pit road, final stage at Bristol up next.
Out there.
One plate. And here as many plates as you want. Plates and plates and plates and plates and plates and plates and plates. Out there, teeny tiny shrimp.
But in here, big butterfly shrimp.
And here, you have a choice. Out there,
Just flapping yourself. Nice. Hi. I'm you. With more gusto. My hair's growing back. Team's taking a new flow. It's just me. Correction. Team of 7. We're growing my team. Get payroll that grows with you. It's beautiful.
That's right, Mother. My new boyfriend rides a motorcycle.
Oh, it's just a cruiser from whining on the weekends. Protected by America's #1 motorcycle insurance.
How responsible.
Very sensible.
And he has a tattoo.
Temporary for my niece. She insisted.
Well, guess what, Mom? I chopped my hair off.
Wow. I stand corrected.
It's lovely. No, it's not.
Super cute.
You're in right now.
That's my rough and tumble window.
God. Makes Blue Gold the best. Gold supports blood flow for long-lasting results. Gold goes further, supporting both body and mind. A 4-in-1 tablet that dissolves under your tongue for fast onset. Try Blue Chew Gold. The Colonel knew folks hated Mondays, so he made sure Tuesdays were finger-licking good with 8 pieces of juicy crispy chicken tenders for just $10. It's TGI Tuesday.
A model
$10
account.
one big deal. KFC
A model.
Tuesdays.
Dámelo. If you open, you gonna
No.
you can open until now.
Huh?
When you came in.
The garage. I thought I pressed that button.
Our news has local stories, meaningful investigations, forecasts, you trust. News to us is what you guys hear. KCRA3 News at 10. Ever feel like your family's a little chaotic? Don't worry, you're not alone.
Oh my goodness. Oh yes.
I'm doing loving.
It's about family. Our family.
Dysfunctioning. Our families seem to share at least one thing.
What are you guys laughing at?
Laughing. So laugh through the chaos with Modern Family. Weeknights at 5 on My 58.
This is KCRA3 meteorologist Ophelia Young. Expect scattered showers overnight with possibility of thunder and lightning. Overnight lows will fall to 48 degrees with heavy snow in the mountains.
Get KCRA3 weather updates every hour on My 58. Brought to you by Diablo Grills. For over a decade, Diablo Grills has been offering quality outdoor products for low retail prices. Build the outdoor kitchen of your dreams. Call 916-361-7100.
Extra luck and make your power play by heading to your local lottery retailer to get the game for tonight's estimated Powerball jackpot of $35 million. Look at our golden moment brought to you by Golden Corral. There have been several tonight, lots of great racing. In the first 2 stages, coming in pretty well in Bristol. And now tonight, we change number 42, Logan Beard. Brad Perez has jumped aboard this car for the second time this year with TCT Radio. So you got in this car mid-race circuit of the Americas earlier this year as well, Brad. The car works on teams, always has his stuff with it, and always gets the call to jump in these cars in the regions. Three, again, took the outside right here. You see
All right. Cup regulars Kyle Larson, Connor Zilch on the front row as we begin stage number 3. Final stage. Here we go. And all guys going to waste no time going to second.
Just hold on. So this is key for him if he wants to be able to come back against Larson. Carr is not doing what he wants to. And you see him wash it off. With the TJ1 on the bottom, he is struggling. It's going to separate. It's just not enough. The fire off speed they need. Creed is hanging on. Really good though on the outside of Connor. You gotta think with the 7 though, right at the bottom. That's the 1 who's pulling it over right there. And it's so tough to do what Sean Creed is doing here on the restart up front. Using the outside lane is at a big disadvantage. Of course,
He got loose again. And William Swatch is going to go for third.
down into turn number 1. He goes to fourth, trying to get third from Creed as he's sideways. Get away from me. Oh, look at that. The other one. Go time at Bristol. All take and no give. Sorolla's trying to take the third spot from Creed. And Phillips back in the mix as well. Oh, he stepped over the line. He tried. Just a little hard. I like the move. He got a little too high. Well, he was so close to clearing where he spots. He didn't even wait for it. So he actually sent it down to the 3 on the top side. It just didn't stick. And he got way too merciless. Wallace was able to get the inside of him. Just doesn't get off for Creed.
Jones falls on the floor. Here's the race for fifth. St. Mayor inside the red black cars headed to the 1. On board with him now, he'll clear Mayor and settle into fifth.
All these guys really fighting for the bottom again. It's almost like they got to the top. Just don't feel the grip that they felt earlier. See some of them here being forced to be up there. Corey Day on the bottom, Jesse Love. Remember that second groove just a little bit?
So the race for 14th, Corey Day against Jesse Love.
Gotta give a shout out to Harrison Burton. We haven't really talked about him today. This has been a good track for Harrison. Sam Hunt Racing.
Harrison had a season best run at 13th last week at Rockingham. As you said, JD, great track for him. Trying to keep their momentum rolling in the 24. Back up front, Sawallich has come to life. To the outside of Sheldon Creed. He goes to third.
Momentum, it's a real thing. Won at Rockingham last weekend. Comes here. Qualifies on the pole. Jeff Nethering's made some adjustments to that car now. See, William goes all the way to the top. Have a massive run here down the front stretch. Here's Sheldon. We'll see what the inside speed goes back to the bottom.
Creed action got reeling back in. Sawallich got past Creed. And then scuffle there with Ian Zillich. So Sheldon was back on the offense there, trying to take
Oh, 18 got loose. He missed the bottom. Goes back again.
Oh, yellow. Oh, 91. That was,
He'll bring it out again here with 106 laps to go. Was running 35th.
that was like a blown engine.
He'll scatter the folks to the infield there.
A spray for bugs. That engine has gone.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Fire, get out. You're on fire. Get out. Get out.
The 91's on fire. Wow. It's a huge fire.
He stopped at a good spot. There's 4 fire just into there with fire extinguishers. That's good. Yeah, they're on the way. Smoke is
Yeah.
so bad inside of the car. And the worst thing you can do is stop because then the smoke engulfs the whole car. So it's easier in that situation to keep it rolling. He did a good job of getting it to the inside there off the racetrack.
There's Hollywood from Justin Allgaier's crew. They're helping Mason get out of the car.
There's a camera. I can tell you right now, Hollywood's
Wow.
pretty close to it. That's
In
a
that-
shame for Mason. He's had a tough couple races this year.
Yeah. Haven't seen one of those in a while.
And he pulled in over on the backstretch. By the time he was on turn 2, all the way down the backstretch here. Able to get it to the inside relatively quickly.
Wow.
Yeah. It's been a while since I've seen a engine grenade like that.
You don't know if there's oil or how much oil there is or what line he was running, and you can't see. Yeah, and you can't see. Look at that. Wow.
He was already on fire before he even came to a stop. All the oil and fluid and everything just ignites on those headers.
Get out of the way. They're trying to put it out. You don't normally see engines expire in that dramatic a fashion this day and age.
Good to see Mason out of the car. There he is right
Yeah,
there.
he's had a rough night.
For where it appears.
under caution for the 6th time tonight here at Bristol. 105 laps to go as we sit now. Larson, Allgaier, and Sawalish still at the front of the field.
Take the guesswork out of your warning lights with O'Reilly Veriscan. It's free and provides a report with solutions verified by ASE certified master technicians. And if you don't want to do the repair yourself,
Yeah, Kyle Larson's been up front for almost the entire race. Yeah, he's led 152 laps.
Even if you have moderate to severe
Red flag is out.
you can feel the rhythm, feel the flow. And Dupixent helps you feel the healing. It helps calm a key source of inflammation under the skin that can cause eczema. Some adults saw fast itch relief after the first dose, and long-lasting clear skin at 1 year. Many even saw 90% clear skin. Severe allergic reactions, including skin reactions, can occur. It help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor of new or worsening eye problems like eye pain or vision changes, skin symptoms, joint aches and pain, or parasitic infection. Don't change or stop other treatments without talking to your doctor. Stay ahead of eczema and help heal your skin from within. Dupixent, the #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists and allergists. Ask your eczema specialist about Dupixent today.
ACE's Yard RX program prescribes the best lawn care specific to your yard's needs, delivered every season. Because when you want greener grass, less weeds, and fewer bugs, you can get a personalized prescription delivered free from the helpful folks at ACE. Subscribe now and save 20% on everything you need all year. Plus, right now, get a $25 bonus reward by spending $150 or more qualifying Scott's products. ACE is a place to go for hardware folks.
Colonel knew folks hated Mondays, so he made sure Tuesdays were finger-licking good with 8 pieces of juicy, crispy chicken or tenders for just $10. It's TGI Tuesday. $10, 8 pieces, one big deal. KFC $10 Tuesdays. Half protection is not enough. Using just an antivirus online is also not enough. Get better protection from online threats. Get NordVPN now.
NASCAR on the CW is brought to you by Suburban Propane, the official propane of NASCAR and Speedway Motorsports. By Progressive, save when you own a motorcycle, RV, and boat insurance. Visit Progressive.com. And by O'Reilly Auto Parts, your professional parts people. Another red flag here at Bristol as crews continue to clean up from the Mason Maggio engine expiration. So let's take a look at this replay brought to you by Progressive. Save when you buy a motorcycle, RV, and boat insurance. Visit Progressive.com.
And this is a tremendous amount of smoke that only continues to increase. Mason did a great job getting off the racetrack, getting back into the garage area. We're engulfed in flames. It's almost like you left it here. When you blow an engine up, the first thing I'll do is return to put neutral so the engine doesn't continue to spin and pump out oil and everything. It's almost like he left it in gear and it just kept getting worse. Yeah, and I assuming being in that position there with the amount of smoke there, it was tough for him to see most likely inside that car. And he was just trying to roll it to the point that he could get out. But most importantly, thumbs up right there, which we love to see.
To the cap, all the safety folks down there who got on the scene quickly. And let's hear from Mason now. He's with Heather.
Yeah, and a scary moment there for him as he pulled it into the garage area. First off, are you okay, Mason? We just want to make sure you're good after that incident.
Yeah, I'm all good. I knew there was going to be a lot of sparks under the lights here at Bristol. I just didn't expect my car to ignite it. So, just a shame. I mean, we were doing okay. I mean, we were hoping for a better day, but it was weird. I just saw the oil pressure just start to drop out of nowhere on that last restart, and lo and behold, I was in smoke, and I mean, we just lost the motor at that point. I didn't expect to go up in flames like that, but for all the family, mom, and all that at home, I'm good. But yeah, definitely a bummer. Wish we would have had a much better day with our DGM Racing Chevy. Appreciate SI Yachts coming on board at the last minute. We put this deal together on Friday, but just a shame. We felt like our car had good speed. We just needed to get a couple breaks, and we would have been right where we needed to be. But it's the way it goes, and hopefully we'll rebound in Kansas.
Thanks, Mason. Glad you're okay.
Mason's fifth start this year, not going to end the way that he wanted to. Back under yellow, David Field set to go in stage 3 at Bristol.
Runners will do anything to cut through the wind. Why? When you can go fast the easy way, pain-free Skechers Slip-ins Aeroburst. High-performance running shoes designed to cut through the wind with unbelievable speed. Plus, they're lightweight and feature Goodyear rubber. Go fast with Skechers Slip-ins Aeroburst.
See? These dishes are still dirty.
You need a detergent that cleans your dishes and your filter.
Filter?
Yeah, my go-to is Cascade Cleanser Plus. Only these action packs have double the dollar, breaking down food residue. Even on your filter. Cascade.
When we started Allegiance, we were shocked to learn how many American flags are actually made overseas.
If there's one thing that deserves to be made here in America, it should start with the American flag. At Allegiance, we do it differently. Flags 100% made in America by Americans with American materials. Join our pledge to make the American flag truly American.
Visit showallegiance.com to get your high-quality American flag today. That's showallegiance.com.
Cold Mom? The reason my son's pants wear out like weekly.
Jumping means good choice. They've got reinforced knees for your little
Lead singer.
I've been told my whole life that I'm pretty fast.
for a girl.
Well, I hate to break it to you, but that's not true. Because with the right team, you write your own story. So no, I'm not fast for a girl. I'm fast, period.
This is Blue Chew Gold, where it counts. With sildenafil for power, tadalafil for endurance. But gold doesn't stop the blood flow, so we added Blue Chew Gold, the new gold standard for ED.
Somewhere out there, someone's paying $30 for a single plate of steak and shrimp. What? Out of lobster tail, and you're pushing $50. Really?
But here, it's only $7.99.
And here we're balling.
All right, we got 100 laps to go in this race.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fireballing.
Closed captioning for tonight's race is brought to you by Cerakote, the top detailers in the world. Trust Cerakote, shouldn't you? Back under yellow, 101 laps to go here at Bristol. Kim Williams-Sawalich runs in the third spot.
That's right. And we talk about all of the things that happen when you win. And it's not an exaggeration. A win goes a really long way. And that's what Jeff Menring wanted to really hone in on. So let's hear a Toyota driver update. Just talking about what that win means. He just couldn't get the little things right last year. So the win was a reminder that William deserves to be here, deserves to be in this series. And it was also a really good understanding of what putting an entire race together feels like. But again, it meant a lot to not only William, but also the crew, Jeff. This entire crew, though, are the original guys from last year. So all of the crew members who went through the heartache of last year are getting to see the fruits of their labor this year. William is struggling with the entry of the quarters here tonight.
First win for that JGR 18. Thanks, Cam. First win for that car since Phoenix in March of 2023. So nice for William and Jeff Menring to get back in victory lane.
All right.
Coming back to green, 99 to go. Larson and Sawalich.
We'll restart on lap 201. Here we go.
There's a lot of checkup. It seemed like Larson maybe didn't quite get going the way they expected. Just checked up some cars behind them.
They're still trying to make the outside lane work. On board with Connor Zillage, rides in fifth. Sheldon Creed out the front windshield, then side by side race for second. All gunners got it now. They stack up there in that bottom lane. Starting big wiggles, wasn't able to hold the bottom where he wanted to. Right through a massive run on top. And he said everybody else is going to run a free track on the line. Almost going to the side here. Green is super loose right there. He saw the run the Red Cruz got on the top, moved up to me in front of him right here. Told him the
I think that was the 45 that was slow on the top.
It's Swans up front. They're not just racing for second. That's where the dash for cash are getting $100,000 on the line. So it's for more than just the win that I heard. You're making $800,000 for just the guys career in the dash for cash. They won 2 last year on Steady right here in Bristol. I really think the one car that can compete for the win with Larson tonight is the 19 of Red Cruz. I watched, we talked about how good he is, wrapping around the bottom. They had a bad pit stop and he got behind me. He's done an exceptional job on almost all these restarts. I'm sure he's frustrated right now with the double zero, pulling up in front of him, seeing the momentum he had. But Red Cruz, awesome job tonight. And I think some of that is he needs to be a longer run. He really comes online 30, 40 laps in each run. Race keeps displaying the speed of that race car. Right now, it's the hardest time to pass. Every time he cheats and cooler stuff down and refire pretty well as it goes along this run. He'll start to show how fast he is as he just gets up behind Sheldon Creed. He wants the 18 there in front of him to continue around that higher line. So watch as we do that at year 3, 4. You want to take down to the corner, see how low they exit. That makes it so. You need a little more racetrack. The Swash is going to run to the bottom here in 1 and 2, and then continues to run the top after 8. Reference that's in the better groove. Creed's going to get this outside here. Can he get beside him though down for a stretch? 4th, 5th, and 6th on your screen. 2nd and 3rd just ran their fastest lap of the race. That's just Allgaier and Connor Zilic. So the track is cooling down.
What would you think?
There were some funny ones. Is that driver that coached him?
Yeah.
He's going to get him here, though. They just the launch up just enough. Yeah, the 18 got a little loose on entry right there. Creed committed to the top. We'll see now if his teammate, Red Cruz, can get by Williams Sawallich. Well, I can take a look at it. Not clear. It kind of did the last minute. You can feel it. Clear-ish. Kind of. Big Sheldon made a good decision not to force that. And Cruz able to get by Sawallich relatively quickly as well. So he may have been impeding the progress of that 00 to 19. We'll see what they can do. They've got by the 18. And that was big for Creed to get away from that because he just took the fastest lap of the top 5 right there. So he's absolutely flying right now on the top side. He had to clear and start to get away and he will utilize the top. And he's got serious speed. The 00 really has been maybe the closest in speed to Larson at times this race. We'll keep watching him in the 19. It's time to go full throttle though with Sound Gear. Wherever sound is a problem, Sound Gear has a solution. Scan the QR code to learn more at soundgear.com. Kyle Larson has been out front for 176 laps today. His lead just over a second over Justin Allgaier and Connor Zilic. But he is most likely going to have company because Sheldon Creed and Red Cruz are absolutely flying. They've been 2 tenths of
Yeah, Connor Zilic is running 2nd.
Creed running the top side mostly, especially down here 1 and 2s. You see that?
but he is ripping the top right now, consisting of the fastest racetrack.
It seems like 79 to go. Seems like that's a big number, but it may take him 30 laps to get around these two, so he's got to get and make a move quickly if he wants any shot at Larson.
Well, and the one car just reacted to what he sees in his mirror. The spotter's going to tell you, look, the double zero is catching me, he's running high. You look in your mirror, you see that you're going to start moving around, trying to find the grip you need, and it went right back to the bottom here. But look at green on the left-hand top of your screen. Right as you run on this racetrack, right on the verge, able to enter high. Once the track opens up on entry like that, you can start generating tremendous high times. He's running 16:10 just a few laps ago. That's only 2 or 3 tenths slower than what we were qualifying earlier today.
Allgaier, one of the best. He have the best at playing defense, but he may not be quick enough here to do anything with Sheldon Creed. He's run these guys down in a hurry, wasting no time. Creed goes to third.
Crazy as it sounds, he's running
Oh, Sheldon Creed's up to third now.
the fastest car is right behind Allgaier. It's cruising. He's all around the bottom. So those guys stop just a part of the track you got to be on. They just have really quick cars right now. As good, if not better than the leader, Kyle Larson.
Creed has run so well here the last couple of years. Second in the last 2 fall races and a spring race last year. Didn't really get a chance to show anything. Had that big collision with Brennan Poole earlier in the race. But this is one of his best tracks.
He was just the fastest car on the racetrack once again.
He just got around the 7, got around the 1. Needs to get around the 1.
You got 3. Is he? Taylor Hart Jr., TNT Motor Hall of Famer.
Come on, it's a new Arby's commercial with Dale Jr. and Allgaier. He just got a good deal from Arby's, but they gave him the impression that he stole the food. That's what they're trying to say.
It was common to Allgaier.
How could I help? I'm going to tell us. I switched to Gusto for payroll, benefits, and even 401k. It's always such a headache. With Gusto, it's effortless. Like looking cool in this jacket. Okay.
Mild but major skill life flavor. It takes nice to a whole other level. What's your waiting for?
You want your vehicle to show you your inside out. Ceremony, the industry leader in ceramic coatings, makes it easy with our complete car care system. Start every wash with Ceratone's high foam vehicle shampoo. Then clean the interior, coat your tires, paint plastics, and even restore cloudy headlights and faded trim back to life new. The final result? Unmatched performance and long-lasting protection guaranteed. With over 80,000 five-star reviews and more #1 bestsellers than any other brand, you can trust Ceratone. Find now.
Does Max have a really attractive vehicle?
Not anything vehicle.
Or runway approved vehicle? I can get used to this. Oh yeah, let's go places.
Storms bring damage. Flex Seal brings solutions. Be prepared with the products that millions trust to keep them safe, dry, and secure. Use Flex Tape for quick emergency repairs. Flex Seal Liquid to keep everything sealed and dry. And Flex Seal Spray to stop all types of...
So yeah, Blaney and Tyler Reddick will be on the front row for tomorrow. And Chase Briscoe's going to start third. And this may be hard to believe, but Riley Herbst is going to start fourth. It's his best Cup qualifying result ever.
What time is the race start?
Noon.
We'll be home by then, right?
I think so, yeah.
Cruz going toe to toe here at Bristol. Brett moving to the top. He's been super fast at the bottom. may not have the car that he usually has here. Just can't seem to quite have the consistency. It doesn't have that pace in the long run that we used to see out of him.
Brad Truth versus Brad Perez, two different people.
They're
Right?
two different people, yes.
Soldier home inside just the top 5 for the 7 car.
But he's not having a bad night. No. It's just that he's won 3 races this year. We expect him to be a contender to win tonight, and he hasn't been that, good enough to go there and contend for the win with the 88 of Larson.
5 straight top
Oh,
5s.
three.
Tonight for Alvarado, so he was on pace to do that. But got his hands full with the 19 for sure. Yours were down under 60 to go.
And the 19 was so good earlier around the bottom, but as this run goes on, see a lot of these guys migrating to the top. The more they run up there, the more rubber they put down, the grippier that gets. Allgaier really saw that 100 meters. They see here, he goes to the bottom, good grip, get enough of a run on the exit, so much shorter around the bottom. There's so much fluid with those guys. One runs the bottom, and you're just going where they're not. Many drivers love coming to this racetrack, and what makes it so much fun to watch is just seeing guys do their crafts. It's one of the most fun things to experience in NASCAR when you're on the offense. It can be refreshing when you're on the defense. In terms of trying to get off early on the DJ, you try to color and decide, you just know you're maybe holding them up a tick, but you're just hoping that things turn as you cycle through the run. Lucky traffic to hold them off for just a bit longer. It's a really tough thing to do unless he just has a ton of experience at it, but it can be really hard to try and essentially block multiple lanes quarter by quarter.
You see Creed there just ahead of these two. He was trapped on the bottom, working through some of his lap traffic for 5 or 10 laps, and that did not allow him to get away from the 7 closing on the wall. He's made a lot of time on Creed has, and he had some thing today.
Other car that's been really good here at the end of this run is at 17 of Corey Day. We talked about 7 straight top 10s. Oh, watch out. See, Diamonds, the corner goes low. The 17 car has been really good at the end of a long run, kind of matching Kyle Larson's lap times at the front.
He's been quiet tonight, but that's not a bad thing. Nice, clean day. 7 straight top 10s on pace to do that again tonight as he carves his way through some of the slower traffic here as we approach 50 to go.
Leading the series in straight times.
Pretty impressive.
Yeah, I think Corey feels
Yeah, no one's catching him. Larson's lead has gone to 2 seconds.
He's right up against the wall. What he does, where he comes from the sprint cars, where you're always moving around, trying to fight lap traffic. Such a different environment. See that car has so much roll speed through the middle. Just looks like it continues to get better as the run goes on.
Pretty interesting group of names on that list. All Hendrick Motorsports pilots.
That's right. It's a name you want to be associated with.
Look at Day. Put the bumper to Siraj for 7th.
And this is where it gets hard. You can get beside him, but it's completing that pass on the bottom. So the 18's going to have the momentum. You got a lap car, Josh Williams right in front of him.
He's been getting pulled out now by a couple of these intense battles for position. All different times tonight, he's been right in the mix of some of these guys racing hard.
Oh, another little nudge. Hey, I'm here. I'd like to be beside you here and make this pass. Williams like, I knew you were there the lap before. There was no doubt. Oh, he's trying to squeeze there.
Who's that?
Corey Day.
As we approach the final phase, he cleared him not by much, parked it on his nose. He's got the outside momentum, and Daniel takes 7th away.
Received a nice donut, and then proceeded to take that position.
Just got to make it look like Bristol.
Well, they said Sheldon Creed was the fastest car, but if he's the fastest car, then how come he's not catching?
No foul right there. A little bit of contact.
They,
The biggest risk of something like that is just if you cut down, Williams watch, you can see the video running wiped off that left rear. So you hope it just didn't catch 40 days car. It's kind of a vulnerable point where if it hits the high exhaust, you can cut down that tire there. If Williams watch.
Larson's now at 216 laps.
In danger of losing the 8th spot here to Ryan Seed, who is trying for his own top 10 streak here. Has 2 in a row, 9th the last 2 weeks, and running 8th or
And people are still going to continue saying that Roger Cruz should be full-time in that 88 car, not split rides between him and Jordan Anderson.
We talked about maybe taking 30 laps for Craig and get by Allgaier. It didn't, but it's taken Cruz about that long. He has not been as efficient.
So that's what sucks when NASCAR doesn't listen. You know?
So honestly, they're not going to get rid of Cup guys in the lower series. It's just not going to happen. I hate to throw cold water at people,
Someone
but
needs to say something to what would Mark Martin say? What can Wallace say about that?
well, they haven't really touched on it
Well, they
a lot.
should. Maybe that's the problem. They should talk about it, or maybe they don't want to talk about it, or else they'll get in trouble. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, they can't really do much because Mark Martin and Kenny Wallace are retired.
Well, they have an opinion, you know what I'm saying, and they listen. You know what I'm saying? They can spread the word through their stating their opinion. NASCAR listens to them, I guess. You know what I'm saying?
It's also the sponsors also. The sponsors also play a role in this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it looks like the 19 brushed the wall.
What are those cars over there for?
I just put them there. At least I stacked them up, Mom.
This is the most laps Junior Motorsports has ever led in a single race, 221 for Kyle Larson, Heather.
And of course, they give him an easy car to win in.
He would be my first choice of anybody to be in the car, especially here at Bristol. McCarty did say he didn't think it was going to be this easy for Larson to dominate, but obviously he's proving it wrong. Another thing Kyle Larson wanted to do, he was on a mission to keep these O'Reilly competitors on their toes and performing at a high level. He wanted to give them their best to keep them all at their best as well. Another Kyle Larson is a Cup regular, another LGP2 a Cup regular. That means Sheldon Creed and Heathman is the best of the rest. The highest running O'Reilly All-Pro Series driver. No surprise there, he finished runner-up in the last two Bristol, runner-up twice in the last three Bristol races. But if you're liking the race that we see here to dirt racing, let's take a look at the advantage if you quit dirt racing. That's exactly what Sheldon told me. He said because you're making late decisions, everything happens.
Up caution.
Almost, and we have a caution.
Seventh time tonight. Wheel caution lights are on. Green Golding in the 74. Really has been having a pretty decent night. He's had a great night for not being in a car. Wow, as long as it's been, I think Gray's done a tremendous job tonight. 3 years or so since he's been behind the wheel of one of these O'Reilly Auto Parts Series cars, but caution comes out here with 31 laps to go.
Green Golding.
It's decision time. Yeah, great. Pressure too on the pit crews for those that need. Do you think tires
It'll be great Golding.
Yes, sure. There's been a ton of fall tonight, but we saw those guys in stage one flip that were able to hold on to spots inside the top 5, front of the top or back half the top 10. So
Let's see how these pit stops go.
the good news is we don't have to make a decision. We can just sit here and watch it and figure out what it's afterwards. That's the best call. Great observation. Yeah. Well, that's because I felt like you and Dylan were going to paint me in a box. And what would you do?
All right, what happened to the 74?
Let's take a look at this. There's Greg Golding up at the top. That red car on the top side.
Oh, oops. The 74 got tapped by the 2 and he went for a spin on the front stretch. It's surprising he didn't hit anything. It's nice to see the 74 with sponsorship for once, because mostly when Dawson Cram is driving, they usually don't have sponsorship.
Kyle Larson, the leader, as he has been for most of the night. Let's listen into the 88 radio communications presented by Star Keys. Scan the QR code now. Think you get the fire back off here? I mean, how many do we just run right there? It's going to be about 25 to go when we get back races here. I don't know.
Ooh, that means inside the car, the grip has gone away. Yeah, Kyle didn't seem very confident that it's somebody who will stay out here. If they get it, there's no doubt we'll see a couple of guys stay out and take a chance. But that's a hard decision for Marty Lindley on the pit box because he was wanting Kyle to kind of.
Well, you got to do what you got to do.
Agree with him, but yeah, it'll fire back off. Yeah, that's not the answer that you want to hear from sitting on the 88 pit box.
Jeremy Clements was the free pass, by the way.
I would rather have Kyle on offense.
And of course, see when you have a big gap like that coming on pit road, you're undoubtedly going to win the race off pit road unless you have a mistake.
Freer into one. Jonathan Tony, the crew chief, saying you're going to put some feel goods on it, meaning new fresh rubber, and he just needs an air pressure adjustment, he said, for fire off, Heather. And Marty Lindley said to Kyle Larson, he said, I have a feeling they're all going to come, so they elected to come down and pit. He told us
The drivers that are participating for the Dasher Cash Mom have the green spoiler and splitters.
Justin Allgaier saying that when he turns the wheel, he shears the back, he's straight in the center, and he just sucks.
Are they eligible for it or are they running for it?
The drivers eligible are Allgaier, Brandon Jones, William Sawalter, and Raja Caruth. I guess
For today?
Yes, the highest finisher will get the cash at the end.
She's not running for driver points. Cruz has got a bunch of points to make up, so you may as well.
I think you have to do something different than Larson because if you follow him down pit road, right, and you don't.
Corey Day, Larson, and Caruth all have HendrickCars.com, so to make themselves stand out from the other two, Roger Caruth's car number is highlighter yellow.
If you can get maybe some quick cautions, it doesn't give those new tires a big chance to get by you. We saw earlier in the race.
We don't want a caution fest.
So there hasn't been a mix about fall. The track is cooling down. It's a cooler night. I think I like this call. Why not? And Larson's going to line up fourth. You have to think the first two will take the outside. This Corey Day elected to take the bottom. So that puts Larson on the bottom. Yeah, I don't think he wants to be on the bottom. He's going to want to be on the outside. It's going to give him more options of where he wants to go.
You think Larson is having some deja vu from Darlington, swept both stages and finished fourth there? That's where he's going to restart here after he swept both stages tonight. Well, 228 laps, still plenty of racing left for him to get back to the front though.
And in Marty Lindley's position, you don't want to lose a race having not put Kyle Larson in a position to go win it for you. And Kyle helped him make that decision. When Kyle came on, it was like, you could hear the doubt in his mind, like, how many laps do we run? I mean, I went for it. I think you have to pit right there, put him on the offense. He's still, I mean, if you're restarting 10th, totally different story. But being in fourth, he's going to be second or third row at the worst. It's plenty of time, for sure. But if, when Zillage and Cruz might be hoping for, it's maybe some quick cautions in a row, just take away those laps from Larson.
Larson going for his second win this year in this 88 car, one in Vegas. And as we said, maybe the car to beat at Darlington just didn't pan out for them.
Well, in all fairness, probably shouldn't have won Vegas.
You're right.
Allgaier had the best car.
It was the opposite.
And then he should have won Darlington. Right. If he did, they had a bad pit stop and got put back in the back a little bit and just didn't have the speed that he needed.
Connor Zillage going to restart as the race leader. Kim's downstairs with his crew chief.
Now that you run late trailers, you would like to keep your driver out on the older tires, so the majority of the field came down. What's the biggest concern here?
Honestly, I didn't think that many was going to come, but the leaders had good restarts all day. Hopefully we can get a good restart here and keep control of the race. Never know how many restarts we're going to get. We got one of the best guys in our seat, and hopefully we can pull it off.
That guy's one of the best in the garage area for sure. Cup champion Rodney Childers. I think you gotta trust him and whatever decision he makes. You're Connor Zillage and go out in the track position they've been trying to get all night on this restart.
You can hear the order though. I thought more guys were going to stay out, and that's exactly what we talked about. Knowing that the guys with tires are only 3 or 4 positions behind you. This restart's going to be key. how aggressive can Kyle be? Can he get 3 wide and get a couple of those, in the first quarter or two? So I do think if they get single file out, it's going to make it tremendously harder.
One thing that I'm interested to watch, we've seen a couple of guys on newer tires than what the top 3 have got.
All right, so Larson's going to line up 6th or 5th, sorry.
You have Ryan C. You saw Larson go to the top there in row 3, and Ryan C. who actually took 2 tires there on the bottom of row 2.
That knows his crew chief. He's never afraid to roll the dice. So that'll be something wild.
Fuel mileage, no matter what it is, they go for it. We talked about Larson going 3 wide on that last restart. I watched him go through the middle. Like he didn't try to go to the very top. And Brent Cruz got to make that decision. Where am I going to hit that? Is going to go all the way to the top to block Larson. You run through the middle. Or you get a good restart. They're going to be side by side. Lock, get ready to go down here. Time to settle in here.
All right, here we go. 22 to go. All right, back to green. Here we go. And Zilish is going to waste no time getting the lead. All guys coming to the outside. To go. Oh, he hits the wall. He's still going. Oh, caution. Oh, wow. Damn, what a save by the 20. Look at the 96 went for a slot.
Unfortunate. Started today looking great in practice, but this day it just slipped away from them.
So you're the top 2. This minimizes the advantage of new timers, right? That's a good thing.
But as they re-rack, if you look at the lineup, you have to think the crew's going to take the top behind Zilish and be on the outside. That's going to give Larson the front row. Look at the top of your screen, that white car, red. He comes down the racetrack. Blaine Perkins is coming up the racetrack. They meet very similar to we saw with Jesse Love and Greg Ollie.
Ethan was 27th at the time of that yellow.
Got a lot going on.
Yeah, we did.
We were talking about Brandon Jones right here where we got the caution. See him trying to get to the inside. Oh, contact from Sammy Smith.
That was impressive.
No problem. Just keep going straight.
That should have probably been a big crash.
Brandon's like, thanks for the helping hand.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Sometimes it works out that way. This day has kind of gotten away from the 20. They were mixing it up inside the top 5 earlier tonight.
Yeah.
He had a big run on the top and then had to check up. And Sammy Smith realized that he was going to check up. Just slight contact for all those guys. Did a great job, though, of straightening it out. It was like a little bit of a tire run. This was massive, wild. Look at that.
Man.
Keeps going. Give it some gas. That's awesome. Frank Cruz is
20 is running 6th right now. I think the 31 will get the free pass, I think.
For Cruz right there, something that he's pretty comfortable with.
He's lucky that it didn't knock the suspension out, though.
Yeah.
That was pretty good contact.
Let's get some 19 radio for Brent Cruz right second. They are
Someone got a shot of the big boy from Thursday coming off the east leg of the Y in Roseville. So when we were coming into Roseville, that's what we saw when we saw the steam smokestacks going eastward. Keep in mind, they're doing this all the while. The Z train is literally right behind.
They kind of came along at the same time, went to Europe together and raced over there. So these two guys raced together for a long time. What a cool moment for them to race for an O'Reilly Auto Parts Series win here at Bristol.
It was close between Cruz and Larson as to who was going to be scored.
Then they got a shot of it shoving back onto that track there at Yosemite Street.
Makes these decisions, and you can see Cruz in the 19 just a half bumper or so out in front of the 88. Who knows? That could be the difference maker.
I think that's going to be a huge difference. Can't wait to see what these guys decide to do on the shoes. That bottom lane is so hard to get going, but Larson does have a little bit better tires on than what the two front guys do. I think if you're Larson and they both take the top, you have to take the front row. That's going to be your shot at winning. It's just so hard to get going, and I was really impressed with how quick Zilich and Cruz were on those older tires. I felt like at the beginning of that run, when these guys being on stickers, they would have a little more speed. I think we saw it earlier. Stage one with Ryan Sieg and Fairness almost hanging out with something surprised us all the speed they had. I think for Larson and Allgaier, it didn't look like their cars were as in the racetrack for whatever reason. And these cost laps are just helping Zilich and Cruz.
Yeah, once we choose, which I believe we're going to do here. And there we are. So when we come back to green, next time it'll be just 11 to go.
Larson's got the fight here on the bottom.
Center behind him, Creed down there as well.
Larson's got the timeout. Perfect restart here. This is a momentum.
This is the last restart. Larson is kind of parts there to take Creed and Allgaier.
Cruz didn't get going very well because of the tire climb that made off it. And Allgaier had a major run, and he checked up whatsoever. He's like, I'm going to help whoever's in front. Whether it's one or two of you, you're going forward. And if you think that was intense, wait till this one. Yeah, we're only going to have 12 to go when we get back around here. These guys are going to know it's going to go by quick if it runs green.
Junior Motorsports cars on the front row, and third in line there with Carson Quapple. Jokins Racing Toyota, Brent Cruz.
All right, here we go. 11 laps to go. Turn the light off for a moment. You can see the reflection in the mirror, in the TV. Zilich is going to get away, get away, get away, get away, get away. Well, here comes Brent Cruz to the outside of the one. Oh, yes. Oh. Come on, Brent Cruz. Come on. Come on, Brent Cruz. You got this. Come on. Come on. Get him. Get him. And he's clear. Just needs to just pull away. Just get clear. Just get clear of them. You'll be fine. Come on. 8 to go. Seven to go. Oh, cruising the wall. Gives us, goes up. Dang. Wow. 6 to go. Dang, his car was sliding. If he could just gotten to the bottom and stayed there, then maybe he would have held it. I think 5 to go. But 4 to go. Damn, TV's tripping out on the other side. Oh my gosh, CW. Oh, 2 to go. Looks like the 88 went for a slide. Well, that's the cushion that the one car needed. White flag, 1 lap to go for Connor Zilish. Well, the last driver I was expecting to beat the 88 was the one. Well, looks like that's going to happen. Checkered flag. Connor Zilish driving the number 1 for Junior Motorsports wins Bristol. Oh my gosh, this TV. Wow. Well, Rodney Childers, at least he gets back to victory lane as a crew chief. Oh my god.
Weather here. What is there?
I mean, it's cool to see the one car go back to victory lane, but just wish it was someone like Quapple. This is Connor Zilish's first win at Bristol. Yeah, Kyle Larson led 230 laps. Man, he got defeated again, but this time by another Cup guy. Wow, this. Oh my god.
I'm sure this feels good to get back in victory lane and just remind us.
Well, just think Brent Cruz was this close.
Going up to a tougher series like the Cup Series. He's never won on a short track.
Wow, first short track win. 2 for him to come up through the.
Who doesn't like the dirt that go through the hatch? Isn't there someone that looks like it?
Oh my gosh, this TV is bugging. Congrats, I guess, to Zilish. Just think, if Brent Cruz hadn't if they would just made an adjustment, yeah, the 19 probably would have won if they made some adjustments on that last stop.
Is it the channel?
It can't be the channel.
Where's the remote over there?
Crew chief elects to keep you out. The majority of the field comes down for fresh tires. You're on old tires. You had Larson, the best part of that gritty down your neck.
In the Cup Series, and it feels good to come back down here and into the O'Reilly Series and remember that I can still do it. It's tough. You finish in the back every week and you forget who you are, but this feels good. So we played strategy.
Well,
we go back down to the series. See?
Well, he should have been full time. I think Zilch being rushed at the Cup wasn't the best.
That's what I mean.
Really cool.
Yeah, and again, I mean, I wanted to see Zilch in Cup, but him getting rushed up to full time to Cup, that's not something I was he should have, especially considering he got robbed of the championship last year, and you think he would stay in the lower series to get redemption.
but they always push them up. Well, maybe he agreed to, maybe he wants to.
And to be honest, with the new chase format that we have, Connor and if Connor Zilish did a repeat of last year, he could win the championship easily.
Talk to Rodney about this. There are a lot of differences in calling races in this series versus the Cup Series. Things that he's still learning.
And keep in mind, the TV was acting fine all race, but then now it decides to act up when
Is it just the channel? Give me the remote. You're not doing what I'm asking you to do.
it can't be the. It must be on their. Here, look, catch. Actually, let me slide it. Watch out.
You're ready to hit the open road. Or set sail on your next adventure.
Tomato. And because you save time and money, you can just go where the road takes you.
Ooh, nothing but smooth sailing.
Don't throw out the baby with the bathwater. So, okay, looks like we're in ship shape. Yarr, shiver me timbers.
That's an impression of a pirate.
Boat.
Taxis. I say taxi.
Before he's found the torso here on the beach.
Decapitated, no arms, no legs. Bad condition.
How anybody can do that to a person is just unfathomable.
This is a case that has rocked this community and even garnered national and international attention.
This could happen to her, could happen to anyone.
Okay, that's my personal space. Let me check me. Sitting here at one. You can shop it. I run.
Your award goes to Greg.
Some things are overage. Oh, what's going to believe this? About this, the time that access to exceptional benefits is now. Welcome to the Credit One Bank American Express Suite. Credit One Bank for what's ahead. Can't you see it right here? How strong, hold your yard. Ace has all the power you need to get the job done right. Because gas or battery, your local Aces can get solutions with the best power brands all under one roof. Like Steel, Eagle, Milwaukee, Craft, and Choice. And with free assembly and delivery, or ready for pickup in just 15 minutes. Conquering your outdoor projects has never been easier. Around the block, but you need it now. With service and delivery guaranteed. Ace is so much hardware, folks. It's gonna be a great night to racing. Next Saturday at 6 Pacific.
Oh my god.
Let me show you some of it.
Oh.
A whole new species of Wi-Fi at the same price for 5 years. Have you ever had a station on this program?
We're always moving.
It's only people walk their mouth.
Have you noticed? Have you noticed what kind of people these are?
They probably have too much alcohol too.
Yeah,
You know, unlike them, I don't drink alcohol.
It's all over in Bristol. Connor Zilish, the winner of the Suburban Propane 300 NASCAR Rally Auto Parts Series at Bristol. These two put on a show. Zilish ultimately not the better of the 88.
Well, on that note, that will end today's live stream. Wow, that was quite something. Wow, the old tires did. Wow. Second time in a row, Larson dominates the race, sweeps the stages, and he comes out as the second place driver. Wow. Just think you led only 230 laps of this race. Wow. I mean, unfortunately, it only, well, one cup leech may have lost, but it benefited, but another one did, that being Connor Zilish. Wow. But this goes to show that, hey, I guess staying out on old tires, especially towards the latter end of a race, I guess it does work after all. We just think we almost had 3 first-time winners this year. If we would have, if Brent Cruz wasn't sliding, if Brent Cruz's car wasn't so loose, he probably would have held on for the win. Especially for someone that's full time this year, or racing the rest of the season, racing every single race between now and Homestead. Well, Brent Cruz is here, everyone. He was fast last week. He was fast tonight. And wow, it's quite something. Overall, it wasn't a bad race. We only had we only had no, we only had 8 cautions tonight for 59 laps, so not bad. And Allgaier wins the Dash for Cash. So let's take a look at the results. So Connor Zilish wins over Kyle Larson after staying out on old tires. That surprisingly resulted in him holding off 88 and the others. 88 second, 19 third, Allgaier fourth, and Carson Coapel fifth place. Not bad. Sheldon Creed, William Sawas, the Pulsar finishes seventh. Corey Day eighth, Parker Retzloff ninth, and Taylor Gray finishes 10th. Man, isn't that like 3 consecutive top 10s for Parker Retzloff? Oh well, I think so. Damn, 39 could have gone a top 10. Oh well. Caruth finished 14th, not bad for the last place starter. Him, Brandon Jones fell to 19th. Galding finishes 28th, top 30 finish in his first race back. And here's the other drivers who had issues. Or only Alfredo, Maggio, and Smithley are the only 3 drivers that had issues tonight. So yeah.
Let's hear from Brent Cruz now with Kim.
Yeah, podium finish for Brent Cruz. For a second there, Brent, it looked like you were going to maybe get your first O'Reilly on-road series win.
Well, I don't know how tomorrow will go, but we'll see what happens. All right, everyone. That will do it for today. I hope you all had a good time watching the race. With that, I will see you all. I'll see you all tomorrow, or next. If not, I'll see you all next weekend. All right, everyone. I'll see you all then. Until then, have a good rest of your evening or night or whatever, and I'll see you all then. All right, bye, everyone. Peace out.